Young perfect skin. She sighed with, what the hell? All the time I pictured Trogoth as a younger Jonathan, and Freya as a younger Sarah. So this is, I can't possibly read this anymore. Can't possibly read any more of this. I had a feeling Jonathan had some issues, but never in my life did I expect this. This is absolutely, Jesus Christ. I don't think that's the real chapter 3. That can't be the real chapter 3. How can that be the real chapter 3? That possibly can't. Okay, Sarah's gone. Wait, there's a note on the table. I mean Veronica at the harbor. We'll be back around 9 p.m. Sarah. That's half an hour from now. I must have missed her. It doesn't feel good that Sarah is to meet with Veronica when I don't know Veronica's motive. I should try to intercept the meeting. Well, to the harbor we go.
Lord, hi! Sarah didn't say you were joining us.
I just happened to pop in. I thought Sarah was going to meet you.
We must have missed each other. I had to ask a villager the way here. I guess everyone here knows where the Bergwall shack is, so Sarah should be here any minute then. And we can begin sorting stuff.
Awkward.
How are you doing?
It's alright. A bit stressed. There's a lot of sorting and cleaning to do here. But it feels better now that Signa is finally at home. How are you?
Oh, under control. I've had a strange couple of days. Very eventful.
Do you like it less eventful?
Actually, I think they've been good for me. Even these events. I feel needed.
Needed is good.
Yeah. Necessary, even. I know you were in the boat with Jonathan.
What do you mean?
Look, I want to discuss this before Sarah arrives. I've seen photos of you in the boat with Jonathan Bergwall, the day he died.
That's impossible.
Unlikely, but not impossible. Someone happened to take some photos of you. I've seen them myself. Why did you do it?
You want to know why? One day, Signa, Sarah's mother, had a moment of clarity. Relative clarity, that is. Then she decided to confide in me. Like a bolt out of a blue sky. Or confess, maybe I should call it. All the things Jonathan had done when Sarah was a little girl, and how Signa had chosen to forget. Ironically, she eventually developed Alzheimer's and forgot for real. Like some kind of divine punishment, I don't know. But Jonathan, nobody punished him. And then Sarah told me about her pregnancy, and I got really afraid for her safety.
Sarah's pregnant?
So that chapter 3 is looking pretty solid now. So that was the secret Veronica said she'd keep for me.
Huh? What do you...
Sorry, Veronica. I should come clean. I'm not Sarah's boyfriend. She hired me.
This is all so weird. Hired you to sort out the book and all that crap Jonathan pulled?
Yes. To be honest, I don't really know why she thought of me being her boyfriend would be such a good idea.
Oh, that part doesn't surprise me. She doesn't see the father anymore. It was a short and ugly affair. I think you were being around... Well, that gives her a sense of normalcy, I guess. Having a boyfriend around when you're pregnant.
I'm sorry you were deceived.
No worries. But back to Jonathan. So Sarah had confided in me. But I knew that her memories of her father had been long suppressed. And I deemed it wise not to stir them up. Not under those circumstances. So I had to do it myself. I knew he would get away with it otherwise.
So you took matters into your own hands.
He said he had planned to tell Sarah about it, to confess his sins. But Sarah had already forgotten all of that. All that long since suppressed. She started a new life, got pregnant, and as long as she's not reminded of her father, she's alright. She just needed him to disappear without a trace, and to let his memory fade away. The last thing she needed was him to bring it all back up.
I understand.
All his high and mighty preaching, all that holier-than-thou attitude. I swear half of it is just bad conscience. I have no idea how he planned to tell her, but I'd bet my right hand it would have been a fucking disaster.
I know how he planned to do it.
You do?
Yeah. He wrote a book about it. I have it right here.
Then you know just as well as I do what a psycho he was. Well, now it's in your hands, Ord. You can hand me into the police, you can tell Sarah the truth. You know where I stand in this. I'll take responsibility for what I've done.
I'm sorry. I've already turned you in. You're probably wanted by the police now.
I see. Well, you did what you had to. I'll be off. I won't be caught that easily. Don't try to stop me. Tell the police I threatened you with a gun and took off.
Veronica, I regret turning you in now. Let me know if there's anything.
Shit. I have the chance now to hide the truth from Sarah. I should take it before I go search for her. What do you mean won't mix with the secret compartment? Okay, I think this is an important time to save because it seems like alternate stuff may happen. Because if there are alternate endings, I should do something about. Okay, no, never mind. There aren't any. Hide it underneath the bed. No. Typewriter? What? Maybe I can manage to edit the ending before I show it to Sarah. Funny. I'm writing. Prose. I found the third chapter in Patrick's overnight flat. I already know what my edited version is like. I should show. Oh my god. Alright. Let's go look for Sarah.
I told you I have no idea where he is.
Why don't we just hang around until he shows up then?
And pick someone smarter next time to run your errands. This guy was dead easy to track down.
What do you want from him? He hasn't done...
Oh, come on. He's infiltrated Wyvern, stole my passport, then broke into my apartment and stole Father's book. He even snuck into the church and pretended...
We don't have to get into that now.
Do you think we can let someone like him be on the loose? Besides, if you had him steal Father's book for you, I recommend you burn it.
Why should I burn it? So only you can access the inheritance?
My silly sister. There was never a hidden inheritance. I can tell you what's in the book right now if you want.
That won't be necessary.
There he is. He won't get away this time.
Ah, this is cute. Sarah hired him to find Father's book, and now that he's read it, he doesn't want her to know. Hate to break it to you like this, sister, but Father only wrote the book to...
Hey!
Art, no!
You fucking shot him!
It's my nerves, I get all shaky.
This is the police. Drop your weapon.
Oh, but for fuck.
That one's trying to get away!
Larson, get him.
I've never been shot before. I guess your last moments last forever, seeing how nothing can follow. Either that, or I'm simply not dying. It's rare, getting the opportunity to alter the past. I think Sarah is finding the book now. It's alright, Sarah. You can read it now. Freya left Torgoff's cottage, and with Mimir's bands now lifted, she could acquire a boat. She felt at home on the sea, and effortlessly made her way to Avaheim, determined to find the owner of the ring. Ithin, Vithar's lover. A strong sense of familiarity struck her when she disembarked, and saw the white stone walls and tall steeples. She was about to ask the way to Ithin's house, but somehow her feet just felt moving, and she could mechanically let an inner power guide her.
found it.
Then finally her memories came back to her.
It is coming back. I am...
Ethan!
Vithar!
I started to think you would never return.
Me?
I know, silly. You always make it.
And what about you? You escaped the dragon?
Piece of cake.
I have been to your hometown. I have so much to tell you. About Angsmark and Mimir and Samita and...
We have plenty of time to talk, my love. We'll buy a new boat and talk while the setting sun set our sails ablaze.
And the silver of mackerel shoals crests the waves.
And the fair wind brings tears to our eyes.
Did you write this, Ord?
How did you guess?
And that Vithar, I suppose that's a younger you.
Oh, we just happen to look alike, perhaps.
I guess Jonathan's own ending sucked, right?
You wouldn't like it. This is better.
Oh, I bet.
Keep reading, Sarah. You're ruining the atmosphere.
And the full moon's marble face guides our way.
That was weird. Beautiful. But got a bit creepy at the end. So I'm guessing even though Ord was shot, Ord still survived, so that's good. Everyone who needs to be in jail is in jail. And we get the happy ending. But yeah, Jonathan's Burgle taking the twist like that was probably in poor taste considering the rest of the book, how it's so oddly different. Oh well, not a writer. Sometime later.
And the Secretary of Defense is hard-pressed to explain how these weapons deals could be sanctioned. The journalist who exposed the covert operation, Jorgen Anderson, has received a lot of attention and is nominated for this year's Grand Prize of Journalism. Viewers may recognize Anderson for, earlier this month, revealing that a mission church pastor in Gothenburg accepted large sums in return for letters of indulgence. We have not managed to reach Anderson for an interview.
Hello?
Hi, Ord.
Hey there.
How are we feeling today?
Better. It's healing nicely.
Just wanted to check if you're all set for tomorrow.
I sure am. I just made sure someone can look after Herbert.
Herbert?
My weeping fig.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be alright. Speaking of which, I'll probably need to replace my plants once we get back to Stockholm. So I'll see you at the train station tomorrow morning then?
Absolutely.
Click. I think it might be clearing up. Hey everybody, and thank you for watching the Samaritan Paradox. And besides a couple of lost moments and everything like that, and I believe I had to look through the walkthrough 6 times, it was an enjoyable game to play, and especially the story was interesting to have those kind of curves in there that I didn't completely expect, and it was really interesting for that. This is probably going to be one of the last times I do an actual playthrough for YouTube as well. I may decide to do one in the future, but just with the amount of time I took from this, because I took 2 months recording starting in mid-October for the game, finishing it around the end of October, and then starting on the editing, you know, until now, which would be, you know, middle of December. So it took me about 2 months completely to go through this whole process, and it was fun to a point. I maybe don't like as editing as much because I wanted to try something else with this kind of thing. Taking, you know, an hour of gameplay and cutting it into certain segments and cutting back to like 15 or 20 minute, you know, episode kind of things, not having much of an intro and an outro. And I don't know about that. Is it good? Is it bad? Who knows? And everything, but hopefully it'll be a little bit of a fun experience to watch, and it's kind of like you're just going to be jumping out and in with me playing a little bit more. I am doing annotations kind of at the end, so it'll be kind of an interesting experience to see how this will work out as I upload them and everything like that. So yeah, like I said, this is probably going to be just one of the last times that I do a game for YouTube. I'm not sure if I would continue on. I do have a load of point and click games that I would love to play right now. Like I have the Tales of Monkey Island. I have like the Sam & Max game. I've pretty much played through like all the Telltale Sam & Max game, but it was like Hit the Road Sam & Max. And I was just like, oh, that would be a fun experience to play. But yeah, so just want to say thank you for watching, and hopefully you have a fantastic time. And if, you know, you want to watch me do more gameplay, you can probably catch me on Twitch at random times and everything like that. I need to lock down a schedule and everything, but it'll be fun to see you around if you want to pop in. Bye.